I read an article in the New York Times about 2 years ago, I believe, by conservative columnist David Brooks. And he had just spent a year traveling the country trying to understand, like, why are we so divided and where is this coming from, right? And trying to understand the emotions behind it. And then he's a conservative. And at the end of his travels, he came out in support of reparations because he said, you know, the breach is so deep and so wide, all right, that if we don't make some form of atonement, there's no way we're going to be able to move forward as one country. We're going to be forever, right, relegated to racial tensions and this divide, right? So it's not, so reparations aren't so much about the past as they are about the future, all right, and trying to move forward together. So I usually explain it like this. I love my wife, hope to always love her and, you know, stay faithful. But if, God forbid, I was to be unfaithful, all right, and breach our marriage relationship, let's say she decided she was still gonna, we have to live in the same house because we can't afford to separate. Time alone would not heal all wounds, all right? So after 10 years, if she was still bringing up my infidelity, I couldn't then just say, it's been 10 years, baby. Why are you still stuck on this, right? I would have to do three things in order to restore our relationship. I call the 3 A's. I'd have to acknowledge what I did, right? I'd have to apologize for what I did. And then I'd have to find some way to atone for what I did so that she knew that I was serious about, right? I understood the wrong that I did and I was serious about building a new relationship with her moving forward. And I believe that's what our country has to do. Acknowledge our past, fully apologize for it, and then make some form of meaningful atonement so that we can say, okay, let's trust each other. Let's walk once again hand in hand into a brighter future for our next generation so that Hadassah doesn't have to deal with the same issues we've been dealing with, right? So that's what it's about. It's not about, I don't know what form reparations can take, but we are smart enough. We have enough smart people in this country to come up with a meaningful way to make atonement. You know, folks in Germany did this, right, after World War II and the harm that was done to Jewish folks, right? It happened and they've been able to move forward, right? And so that's what I think we should be able to do. And all we're asking for is just steady it. Let's put our brightest minds to this and let's try to move forward together as one nation.